I got a whole bunch of feathers from a subscriber. Whole bunch of feathers. They look like kukol feathers. So I decided, since I've got these feathers, I was gonna tie some sort of fly and he gets to name them. So if you see this video, you're the one who's naming it. Okay? So this is the pattern I came up with. It's pretty much a pheasant tail with a soft tackle for legs, but instead of using pheasant tail, it's using the wing feathers off this kukol, I think it is. It makes it a little bit lighter colored than a traditional pheasant tail. So to start it off, I'm gonna take this out of the vise and using size 14. I think that's actually a dry fly hook, but yeah, it'll do. Size 14 hook with a small tungsten bead on it. And then also red thread, because I'm gonna do a hot spot on this one. Lay down your thread wraps behind the bead. Where's my scissors? Trim them off. Then I'm gonna wrap all the way to the, wow, that bead's just creeping up. All the way back to the bend of the hook. And we'll tie in our tail. The tail, I'm using, let's see, can you see it? This is like a flank feather off of a duck, like mallard or something. It's a little bit stiffer though. This is probably the flank feather off the kukol. I'm using this for the tail. Give it a decent little bunch. And we'll tie it in with a couple good wraps, just like a good tail. Then we'll wrap the excess, oops, the bead keeps sliding back, all the way up to the front. Should just build a little bit of bulk. This is all getting covered over with materials, so it's just for bulk. It doesn't matter if it's a little bit messy. Anyways, next we will tie in a bit of bronze wire, copper wire, not bronze. Where's the low tech? There's the low tech end. Scissors. That should be good enough. Tie it in right at the base of the tail and work it up. Now we can tie in the material that we're wrapping it with, which is just a piece of this wing feather. Tips first, so that you get that taper. And then we can make sure we build a body taper all the way back to about right here, so we get a good body taper. It looks about good right there. And then, whoa, that just snapped off. Tie it in again. Come on. There we go. So this is a bit more delicate than pheasant tail. Trap the fibers. And snip off the excess. There you go. Now, let's do our wire wraps. Bring that forward. Eesh. My fingers are a little bit sweaty, so holding onto the copper wire is kind of a pain. Anyways, pull it nice and tight and then capture it in the thread. Nice and good. This is thick. I wonder if it'll helicopter off. No, I can't even grab it good. Oh, never mind, it did. Well, looky there. Okay, now, where's my thread going? There we go. Let's sliding on the copper wire. We're gonna tie in a piece of the tail feather for the wing case. For this, tie in the butt section first, because then you get the thicker. Oh, that's a bit too thick. Thicker part. And for the wing case, trim off the little bit of excess. I'll add another little bit of the same bit of feather that I used for the body, but this time also using the thick end to get the more bulky part of it. I'm not trimming these off, just using them for bulk. And bring the wraps up to almost the bead. We're gonna do a collar, so oops, pull these tighter. There we go. There we go. Now, let's see, where's my little tiny feather? I'm gonna tie in a little tiny feather. Looks like it came off the throat or the legs. That's the only place I could think of that has this size of feather on the kukol. So strip off some of the fluffies and get that tied in right there. Be just enough. I have a small hackle pliers, but I can't find it, so I'm just gonna do this by hand. There's literally nothing to grip. There we go. Catch it. Pull it a little tight. Pull all the fibers back. And then we can trim off that little bit of tip. There we go. Now, lick your fingers a little bit to wet them and pull all the soft hackle to the sides before pulling up our wing case. Set a nice couple of tight wraps. Actually, not. Set some in front too. There we go. Pinch it off nice and then trim it. Then for the hot spot, just a couple wraps to get your little red hot spot. Grab your whip finisher and finish it right off. Voila. Nice and buggy, nice and leggy. Got a nice hot spot. Looks pretty good in my opinion. So, Mr. Subscriber, that's what I'm going to call you, since I don't know if you want to use your name online or not. It is up to you to name this fly. This is your fly.